Hi, I'm EduKick GM John Morgan. I'm here at EduKick Manchester Football and Education courses here in Manchester, England. On the course we have our own dedicated welfare officer, Stuart Entwistle, who's here with me. He's our dedicated officer looking after the welfare of the boys. Welcome, Stuart.
Thank you.
For our families out there of international students, one of the key questions that we get asked or concerned is about host families. Stuart, tell us briefly, part of your role is to select the host families. Explain to people out there the criteria and what you're looking for when you actually select a family.
I understand that it's very difficult for families to send their students over to the UK to live with families that they don't know and haven't met. We hope that you entrust us to place your children in our care, and likewise we then place your children with host families in and around the Manchester area. All of our host families are very dynamic and different, from two-parent families to single people to older people and to younger people. One thing in common that all of our host families have is that they are all suitable, and the assessment that we undertake with host families enables us to have confidence that they are suitable. We have a very thorough CRB process, which is an enhanced criminal records check with the local police force, and we also send for references, as you would expect. So we have to have some assurances that the families that we use to host your children are suitable, they work well with us, they communicate with us, and we're there to support them, knowing that it can be difficult to live with other people's children and to know how best to care for them as you would hope your children will be cared for. So very rigorous process. They have annual reviews where we look at how well they've worked with us over the previous 12 months, and any issues that we have are thoroughly addressed with them at the earliest opportunity.
And Stuart, when the student arrives and they get settled in with their host family, talk us through the process of ensuring that, number one, that things are going well with the host family, with the student, and you'll follow up on a regular weekly, daily basis with the students about their welfare.
Absolutely, John. Yeah, welfare is so very important, and I think when students first come to stay with us, they are often feeling quite bewildered and a little out of sorts, and they don't know what to expect. It's during those initial stages that we need host families to be supportive, to be caring, and to demonstrate to the student that everything is going to be okay. My responsibility as the welfare officer for EduKick Manchester is to make sure that all of the students who are here are happy. I understand that they're here to play football and to develop and to improve as players. Anything that can impact on their development and compromise their happiness while they're here, I need to understand and try and address with them. So on a regular basis, I'm present in school most days. I'm available and accessible at any time for the student to speak to me openly and honestly about any concerns that they may have. And on a formal basis each term, I sit with all of the students to look at every single aspect of the programme. That is the football, the BTEC, the English studies, the food at the host family, how happy they are with their fellow players. And any issues, we'll look at a sort of a resolution as to how they feel most comfortable in moving forward and resolving any issues that they may have. So it's extremely important for me that students feel that they can trust me and can confide in me, and therefore allow us to help them to resolve any problems that they may have.
Excellent. And further to that, when we talk about welfare, one of the big issues and concerns of parents is safety and security for their son when they arrive here. And when we talk about weekends where they do have more free time, etc., let's just talk a little bit about some of the procedures we have in place that guard ourselves against, that security issue where, they can request leave, etc., and also just moving around the local area with the curfews we have in place, etc. Just explain to people some of those procedures.
Absolutely, and Manchester's a big city. And with all big cities comes some element of risk depending on whereabouts you go. My responsibility is to ensure that all of the students know where they should and shouldn't go. Manchester's a very diverse city. It offers a lot for students to explore whilst they're here, and we would encourage them to take those opportunities whilst they are here. Curfews are a very important aspect of how we ensure that students remain safe. we're not bothered what age the student is. They are all here on the same programme and all comply with the same curfew requirements. Host families understand that very clearly and communicate with us if there are any sort of deviations from that curfew. What we also offer students is an on-call system where if there's any issues that they need to access a member of staff, then they have a number that they can contact in an emergency at weekends and during the evenings if they need help or assistance or if they have any difficulties.
Excellent, Stuart. Thank you very much. So as you can see, EduKick Manchester, football and education, welfare is our #1 priority. While we appreciate that your son is here to develop his football skills, his education, welfare is our #1 priority. So if you have any questions or concerns with what you've just heard, please visit our website, edukick.com, contact us page, you'll have our email addresses, our Skype, give us a call anytime. We're happy to chat with you and address any of those concerns. Thanks again, Stuart.
Thank you.